Last time we spoke about some great camera accessories, but this time let's focus on our camera accessories for those that like to take their camera abroad or to travel with. Without any further ado, number one, this is my favorite pocket-sized accessory. I take my cameras with me all over the place, and usually I have it on a cage or I have a bunch of different accessories. So this is the SmallRig Pocket Toolkit. It is a toolkit that fits in your pocket and can handle most situations when it comes to adding or removing accessories to your camera. So I mainly use this to take the cage apart, attach accessories. If I'm building my rig, this is my go-to accessory to get that rig set up. But what I like about it, it has 7 different contact points. So it covers all my bases, whether it's to tighten up my cage or even tighten up something as simple as my tripod. This SmallRig toolkit has me covered, and it takes up almost no space. I'm sure you've seen this before. This is a neck strap, but what I have attached to this neck strap, which actually, by the way, I quite like this neck strap because it's not as uncomfortable as the ones that come with the camera. So look at that traditional Sony neck strap, I find them quite uncomfortable. I actually bought an alternative, which is this rope style neck strap. It's really strong, really sturdy. However, the main thing that I added to make it a little bit better, specifically for travel, is these quick release plates. So these quick release plates allows you to quickly release your camera from your strap to anything else. It means I can quickly attach and reattach my camera from my neck strap, but to also my Peak Design wrist strap. So I'm sure we know all about the neck strap. What I specifically like about this wrist strap is that the camera is no longer covering my whole entire body, and it's simply attached to my wrist quite securely, and you can quickly tighten this by pulling it in here. And I promise you, when your camera is on here, it ain't going nowhere. It is not moving, and this attachment is actually a lot more secure and sturdy than you may think, and it does feel a bit anxious when you have your camera walking around, you know, willy-nilly like this. It's not the most safest thing in the world. It probably won't ever reattach, but just peace of mind, I do like to have the grip with the camera, make sure it's tied in securely. But I do know that when my camera is in my hand with the wrist strap, I have way more freedom and a little bit more creative control, because when you have your neck strap, you're less likely, there's only certain far distance you can push the camera away from you. And also when it comes to just moving quickly and having sorts of movements, I find that a neck strap is a little bit restrictive, whereas a wrist strap gives me way more freedom. Batteries are extremely important for your camera, and I will say that A7 IV does have quite a good battery that lasts a long time. However, there have been multiple situations where the camera has unfortunately died on me. This is the JYJZPBF DBFZ100 charger and power bank, SD card and battery storage. Yeah, it really is a mouthful, but it does everything it says on the tin, which it allows me to carry 2 extra batteries in a small size. But the unique add-on feature about this, specifically as someone who travels, is that if I'm in a pinch and my phone or my iPad is low battery, this also doubles as a battery pack. So I can plug my iPhone into this and charge it, which definitely comes in handy, meaning I don't have to carry as many portable battery packs. If I'm in a pinch, I can use this to charge something else. Also store SD cards in the top slot here. So I need to put SD cards anywhere. They can fit right in the top there safely and securely. Close it up. It allows you to charge 2 batteries at once rather than just one if you charge directly into your camera. I don't know why that felt so confusing, but yeah, it is really good for that, because when I'm traveling and I don't want to take my camera out and about, I can just leave this in the hotel, plug this in, and then my batteries are going to be charged overnight. Or I could charge this by itself and then charge the camera. Then I have 3 batteries charging all at once, and knowing that I have enough power with me to last me the entire day. And size wise, it's not too big, it's pretty compact. It is a little bit heavy relative compared to carrying the 2 batteries by themselves. Keeps your batteries organized and charged. What more do you need from that, right? It is actually quite useful. I feel like I speak about clamps all the time, but honestly, as a traveler and somebody traveling, you might not want to carry your tripod with you every single time because they're big, they're clunky, they take up a bunch of space. Your alternative are these clamps. Specifically, I mean, they all do the same thing, just different versions. So if we focus more on the SmallRig clamp, These ones are quite small and also really strong, and what I like about these particularly is that it allows you to mount your camera in some unique spaces. So for example, if you want to mount it on a fence and talk to the camera, you can quite simply attach the clamp to the fence and then attach it to your camera, and now you've got a unique mounting point for your camera. And what's really good about these is that they don't take up too much space. So if you're someone that travels a lot with their camera, I can't recommend having these clamps in your arsenal and in your pocket quite simply. So I've got them in 2 different sizes, and as you can see, folded up, they don't take up too much space, these particular SmallRig clamps. I also have specifically another SmallRig dedicated clamp that isn't attachable but does the exact same thing. This is just more of a portable, more sturdier version, and also it does look a little bit nicer compared to the traditional clamps that we see. So I definitely recommend that if you're a filmmaker or traveler, you pick up a SmallRig clamp, not only for the mounting purposes, but you can actually do the reverse of mount something else onto the camera and create that unique POV shot. And finally, ND filters are super important as a traveler, because I like to think you're traveling to somewhere where it's nice and sunny, not rainy and cold like over here in London. So you might have a few different filters you like to use. Me personally, I normally carry my ND filter, my diffuser filter, and my black mist filter to make things look a little bit more cinematic. But these are just standard filters that will be shaking all over the place in my camera bag or in my camera kit or wherever it may be. So what I've picked up is this K&F concept filter bag. It allows you to keep 3 filters in one place, and it's a little bit thick and chunky, but it's a lot more safer and securely in this one spot. So having a place where I know all my filters are kept at all times when I'm traveling really does make life a little bit easier, shall we say. So those are just a few of my favorite accessories to travel with, especially as a traveling filmmaker, because I think a lot of these accessories speak for themselves. But if you want to know anything more, please feel free to leave a comment below or ask any questions. With that being said, I'll leave you guys to it, and peace.